But this is why stillness is so important. Stillness is way important for you to become more grounded and in touch with your true self. And I get it. We're trying to figure out ways to not be still, to not be quiet for a little while. Oh, no, I do running. I meditate when I run. I meditate when I work out. I meditate when I be at work. And Doug's like, look, I feel you. But to a certain extent, there will come a point where you recognize that it's necessary to rest the physical body and relax and just be present. I know you want to word freak it and, well, no, I meditate when I da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh, you... There's no replacing being still and relaxing physical activity to be with yourself. You don't have to try to control your thoughts. You ain't got to light candles or light incense and none of that other stuff. All that stuff is not necessary. You being still is necessary. Even if it's for a minute, even if it's for 3 minutes or 2 minutes. You ain't got to sit there for 20, 30, 40 minutes. You got stuff to do. But at the same time, the ability to return to yourself in a conscious state is absolutely necessary for you to recognize the nature of your presence beyond the physical reality, beyond the physical illusion. I know we want to come up with all kind of diagnosis for ourselves, and I got this and I got that. I can't meditate because I got this, I got this thing. I got to be moving. And they're like, yeah, I feel you. Then you can come up with all them excuses, but at the same time, they're excuses. You don't have to do anything. You just got to sit there. You just got to sit there with yourself and be quiet. You know what's funny? When I first started to practice meditation, I used to be scared as hell. I don't want to see nothing. I don't want no angels and ascended masters or nothing to be popping out. And I don't want to see nothing. I don't want nothing to be jumping out in spirits and ghosts and all that shit. I just, you know what I mean? Because I was scared. Like if I started meditating and I closed my eyes, someone's going to come out and start talking to me and all that shit. Like, no, I don't want to see no stuff. I don't want to see no ascended masters and none of that shit coming out, touching me and all. I'm like, yo, I don't want to see, like, once again, that was in my earlier phase. So what I used to do is I used to play music in the background. And I wouldn't turn it all the way loud, but I'd play some beats or whatever my music of choice was. I'd have it playing in the background so I was still grounded in the illusion or in reality. I was still in touch with the world. I didn't want to doze off into la la land and be still and, you know what I mean? I still wanted to kind of have my hand in reality and not experience nothing wow. But I recognized that me being still was important. And I found ways to gradually integrate myself into the practice where I was comfortable. I found ways, and once again, it was some, hood ways. I'd play Mob Deep in the background or some Gangstar or something like, I'm still here. Let me just close my eyes for a little bit, and every now and then I open one of my eyes to make sure I ain't go nowhere. I wasn't in the angelic realms or nothing. I didn't want to do none of that. I'm like, no, I'm not ready for all that. I just want to be still for a little bit, and yeah, let me gracefully integrate myself into this practice. Yeah, no doubt. So I get it. It's just eventually I recognized the benefits of being in that space. And after a while, I went a little longer and eventually I turned the music off, or I went to nature and did it on the bench, or I was sitting on the city bus going to work or whatever I was doing. I was comfortable enough being among society to be still and be quiet with myself and sit there for a little while. And eventually it became an aspect of my presence, an aspect of my lifestyle, where I found ways to integrate that practice into, my lifestyle without, getting all freaky and, feeling the need to, do all the extra stuff. I found ways to integrate stillness into my day-to-day lifestyle and me being a city kid. It's just that the benefits became more and more prevalent because I was more engaged. I found myself being 100% present wherever I was and beyond thought. Once again, the more you do it, the more you're truly present. So when you're doing stuff or playing sports or talking to somebody or having conversation or what have you, you're fully engaged. Like all of your energy is into what you're doing because you were present. You weren't in a bunch of mental activity. You weren't kind of talking to a person but thinking about what you're going to do next or what you want to eat later and I wonder what such and such doing. And you like talking to somebody or doing something right now. It's like, no, I was really here. Like all of my presence, all of my energy was invested in what I was doing. That is what came from me practicing meditation. I found a way in which to integrate that stuff into my own reality without me having to go to a retreat or have a meditation teacher and so on and so forth. Like, look, this is an aspect of your being. Once my art teacher in college, she passed away. Her name was Joan. She was one of the founding members of the organization that started the trend of transcendental meditation. She was one of the founding members. And me and her had a conversation, and she was like, real relaxed, older lady. She kind of was really, really short, kind of had a stature like Yoda. Forgive me, Joan, but she was like, "Oh no, Lavelle, I know you know how to do it." I guess she saw something in me. I was like, "No, just you know what you're doing." And I told her what I was doing. She's like, "No, you got it. I know you know what you're doing." And I'm like, "Oh wow, thank you, Joan." She's like, "No, just." I'm not worried about you. You know what you're doing. And I was like, all right. Because I was new to the spiritual thing. But she was mature and evolved enough to see that I had something in me where I knew what I was doing. And I found ways in which to integrate it into my own lifestyle without making it some big thing or feeling as if I needed to go to a class and have somebody teach me how to do it.